So we're gonna have a bit of a story time, okay? So, um, in high school, which I'm still currently in right now, so we're talking about like, because I'm gonna be currently a junior as of the last half of 2020, and I'll be a 2022 graduate. Hey, not even there yet. But I'm not really known, okay? But my freshman year of high school, I was known as that kid who had an intense mental breakdown in the middle of like school. For sake of like conveniency and like the like obviously like protection, I won't say the teacher's name, but so we'll call him uh Mr. Mr. M. Mr. M. Mr. M. So my science teacher was out one day. So we obviously had a substitute, and what had happened was that we had Mr. M. Now he is never someone I knew because it was my first year in high school, and so but like I already knew the basic like substitutes because word gets around quickly and you kind of pick up the names after a bit. I come to science class, and Mr. M, like we all have our headphones in because we obviously just came out. It was transitioning from first to second period, but this was actually taking a long time, so we were all outside with headphones in, just like listening to music and watching any little videos we want to, and like stuff like that. We're being teenagers essentially. And so we come in, and he's like, "Welcome to day class, kids. Welcome to the welcome to class. My name is Mr. M. Before we get started, I want you guys to take out your headphones. Does anybody want to know why I want you to take out your headphones?" Uh, the reason I want you guys to take out your headphones is because it actually violates several OSHA laws. Now, if you don't know what the OSHA laws are, they're basically a set of laws for a workplace that are supposed to secure safety and health, apparently. And so he was literally, we're literally all there. We're all freshmen in that class, right? And he is walking in saying, "You need to take off your headphones because they violate laws that don't affect you yet." So we obviously I took mine off of respect. A few other people didn't because they were already some people already knew the guy. Okay, he's been in the school once or twice, and I knew something was wrong when several of my classmates immediately saw his face and went, "Oh shit!" Like no one asked. Okay, like no one asked, and he was like, "Yeah, it violates the seven or so OSHA laws." And then I blacked out. Okay, I blacked out. It's science class. Yeah, we had work to do, right? We had this like assignment to do, like an obvious like substitute assignment. We didn't. It's a 45-minute class. Now, given we were outside for 5 minutes, so it's already a 40-minute class, minus the 5 minutes that like we obviously use at the end of the class to just stick around and clean up and whatever, like leave. So we had a good 35 minutes of class, and what had happened was that we literally had 5 minutes to work on an assignment. That's, I kid you not, how long we had. And it's 10 minutes technically because of the other 5 minutes towards the end of the class, but this man, kid you not, spent half an hour explaining why the OSHA laws were a thing, how he shattered his arm from one of these, and he crushed it. He shattered his arm. He broke his arm. And in terms of the arm, it was like, from what he said, it was like this section, and then this was like minorly sprained. But this was shattered. Like he's sitting there like with these movements too, and you would think someone with a obvious injury, which apparently took place like 5 years prior, would have an effect on his arm. Now, he said this happened to his right hand, or a right arm, right? Which is his dominant hand. However, he held some pretty heavy stuff in his arm. Like, he had a suitcase in his right arm full of just papers, apparently. And they weren't even like our assignments, they were just like stuff. So he actually brought a suitcase. He looked like a freaking businessman. And he was chunky. But, yeah, like, he was just telling us, like, oh, yeah, it violates, like, 8 OSHA laws. And, yeah, so, and he was talking about how he had autism. Now, that's where, like, it broke off for me because I was like, autism isn't a thing that just goes away. I understand for some cases, autism can go away, but that's, like, a very, very rare case to happen, you know? I understand some people out there have autism and you live with it, and it's something that doesn't really affect you all that much. It's more like just it just becomes a label essentially, like a harmful label for you. And so I'm sorry for those watching that have autism. What he said, he was like, yeah, I used to have autism. I had it from the age of 8, and being a 46-year-old now, doesn't really affect me that much. And like I'm saying, like, oh, that kind of, I mean, I'm happy for you. At the same time, you just told us you crushed your fucking arm. You honestly expect me to believe that you crushed your arm? It's okay. You're okay. You walked in here spouting OSHA laws, and now you're saying you overcome autism. Like, okay. I was just like spouting it. And so the way our school works is that it's first, second period break, third, fourth, fifth, lunch, and then sixth, seventh, okay? So it was second period and break was right after, which is like a 15-minute time where you just let loose, get a snack, hang with friends for 15 minutes before you go into the next class. So I was with my friend group and we were all chatting, and I had a few friends who were in that class with me, for reasons we will name them Rick and Morty. Okay, so anyways, yeah, Rick and Morty, they were in my class with me, and they also hang out. They hung out with me and my group of friends at break. So we walked out. My eye is like twitching because I'm literally having like a minor aneurysm, and like I just sit down, and I give like the most blood curdling scream ever. I'm just like, ah! And like everybody, I had like, it was like a group of 15 people, right? They all look at me and they're like, Kai, are you okay? And this one girl, Alyssa, who I was really good friends with, she looks at me. She's like, Kai, what the fuck? And I'm like, don't understand. You you don't understand. This Mr. M guy, he came into our class as a sub, and he sat there like just ranting on for half a fucking hour about like autism and OSHA laws and like other crap that I don't even care about. And we had 10 minutes to do a fucking assignment, which is due tomorrow at the beginning of fucking class. We had no time for that. And so, I had a good 10-minute mental breakdown. Rick and Morty were there, like, chilling me out. They're like patting me on the shoulder, like, dude, it's gonna be okay. Just breathe. And I'm like, no, you just breathe. This is bullshit, alright? I can't. Ooh, dude, dude, I was, oh my god. And it was funny, like, realizing now, because in the corner of my eye, Mr. M, because where we hung out was really just down the hall of where the classroom was. Um, the reason we hung out there was, beyond me. That's just where we hung out, okay? And he was really standing at the door. Like, the door was open. He was standing outside, like, still like hanging off the door. He was just staring at me, smiling. And like I look over, and I just continue to rant, and I was like, this is stupid. Like, oh my god. I was like on my knees having an utter breakdown. And 2 weeks pass, or it's like 2 to 3 weeks, like a good amount of time passes, and my next class, which was after science, was um intro to business. One day, I'm walking, I'm minding my own business. Rick and Morty were also in the same class with me, and I walk in, like, we walk in, and he's standing there, and he starts off with the same damn thing. Take off your headphones. And I'm already unhinged. Like I just like in a little snap, like just a little. Oh, it's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? But he added more to this. So he asked the class again. Do you guys want to know? Do you guys want to know why I want you to take off your headphones? Again, no one asked. But here's the thing: I've already dealt with this guy, so I'm not gonna put up with it. So I raise my hand and he goes, "Yes, young man," and I go, "No one really cares why no one has to wear headphones." And he goes, "Okay, so the reason don't want you guys to wear headphones is because it violates 8 OSHA laws." And this is the part he added on to that I didn't hear the last time I was with him, like in the previous class a few weeks ago. It was, "Can you guys name me at least one job that requires you to wear headphones?" I raised my hand again, and you know what I said? I said Nick! I raised my hand. He goes, "Yes, young man. Again, what is it you like to add to the class?" And I go, I can name a few actually. DJ, YouTube, YouTube content creator, Twitch streamer. I named those jobs off, right? And he goes, "All right, well, those are obviously wrong. Anybody else want to name anything else?" And I flipped my shit. I slammed the desk. I was like, "You're kidding, right? You're obviously kidding. You're just gonna ignore what I said after I listed off, like, I don't know, 5 to 10 jobs." Yeah, I mean, I understand construction worker is also a job that requires headphones to protect your sensitive, vital ears. And he just didn't say anything for like 2 minutes, and like everybody in the class was looking at me. And Rick and Morty were sitting next to me, like, "Dude, don't have another mental breakdown." And I'm like, "I'm not having a mental breakdown. I'm getting even." I'm gonna cause him to get a mental breakdown. And so after 2 minutes of silence, no one said anything. I literally just I didn't do anything after that. I pulled out my phone and just started playing little, like, just games. I started watching Twitch streams. That's literally just what I did. And like after 2 minutes, he goes, he fixes his suit, like he's wearing a suit and tie. He goes, um, "Well, the reason I want you guys to take off your headphones is because headphones in a workplace environment are dangerous." And I was just like, "Bitch, please, ain't nobody working on a question job but you." And that's how I got known to be the kid who had a mental breakdown. And the reason I wasn't known for that last year in my sophomore year was because I didn't have any problems with teachers. It was a nice, solid year with no issues, surprisingly. And I think it's actually the first year in school in a long, long time where I've actually had no problems. Like, no issues arose, nothing happened. And though there was one thing, let's do it for another time. But it was really funny. But yeah, that's how I got known to be the kid who had a mental breakdown in the middle of school. It was fun. It was funny. But yeah. Hello everybody. I just want to say that I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I probably won't be doing one of these for a little while because this was such a pain in the butt to edit. And honestly, it wasn't that best. I feel like I could have done better with this video. But apart from the fact, hope you guys did enjoy. As always, you can catch me live at twitch.tv/mr.sandman135. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. Bye.